Hello everybody, this is DeAndre4. Going to do another Benthelooney commentary. Few things I like to mention. I am speaking a little bit louder so I can record a little bit better. And I also not going to do a whole commentary on a whole rant. For you see, I only do commentary on the parts that I don't like. But let's get down to business. Okay?
Welcome back to Ben Rants. And when I was a kid, kids played with toy guns, not real guns.
Man, our kids do play with toy guns. I never saw a real kid play with a real gun. But anyway, we still doing when I was a kid stuff again. So, continuing.
Rants, they are the ones that make my videos fun to make. What's also great is there are reasons for hating my videos, since people hate the fact I rant on media issues and not serious issues. Well, I'm all for pleasing you folks. You want me to get political? I'll get political. Get ready to receive more information than you would from a news channel. Here is my rant on politics and the U.S. government. I think this is a nice topic to rant about because I myself am not a fan of the U.S. government.
Well, Ben, I'm not a huge fan either, so let's see what you got to say.
Let's be clear here. I don't hate America. I just hate the people who run it. Anyway, my first problem with politics are the fact that they are so full of crap. Campaigning for our votes, they say that they're going to change the country for the better. Crime will disappear, corruption will end, war will be over, unicorns will fall from the sky and bake brownies, rainbows will appear on a day-to-day basis, and guns will fire out candy. Doesn't that sound like a nice world to live in?
Well, yeah, Ben, that does sound like a nice world to live in. But let's see what else you got to say.
Too bad that the politics are lying more than a villain in a 60s science fiction show. They make all these dang promises they can't keep, just for the chance to get elected to a high office. What a disgrace.
Well, Ben, we can't all have our way. Plus, they're doing that just to get elected. 2, they can't all accomplish that all at once. You need a good long time to accomplish all that. You just can't become president and end war or stop abortion and all that. It takes time, Ben. You need to be patient.
Would you guys like it if out of nowhere in my videos I said, hey, subscribe to me and I'll promise to do positive reviews on Adventure Time and regular show?
I would. But let's continue on.
You see, we all know that if I were to take a lie detector test, it would explode. So, it's really annoying when we can't trust the people we're supposed to be trusting.
Well, as I said before, it takes time. Okay? Oh, yeah, and for the previous comment I said I would... Well, I already did subscribe to Ben, because some of the videos I do like, but, I mean, I wouldn't, but I know his opinion that he hate Adventure Time regular show, but still, I probably would agree, because in his Adventure Time rant, in regular show rant, he did come up with some biased statements that I do want him to at least correct, and then I will respect him a lot more. But anyway, continuing on.
Next I'd like to address are the people who take politics a little too far. They are always watching debates, always voting, and making a big deal about what goes on in the political world. These people make my nerves screech because if they ask you who you're voting for, you say, I'm not voting. Then they proceed to give you a speech that would make Jean-Claude Van Damme's in the Street Fighter movie look like one of General Patton's.
That I agree to, Ben. they do make long speeches about all that, like, you need to vote. But Ben, let's figure out your reason for why you don't vote. I'm sure we all love it.
You're not voting? It's your duty as an American to vote. Do you know how many people died over the years to get the right to vote? Well, they really didn't have to die for a right I didn't ask for.
Ben, how can you say that? Why you say people shouldn't have to die to get your option to vote for the person who gonna be in charge and running the country? Why? And besides, it's part of the citizenship to have the right to vote. Why are you complaining about that? And two, not about you. People don't die just for you to vote. They die for everyone to vote. They die for African Americans to vote. They die for women to vote. They die for people 18 to vote. Why do you complain about that? Okay? They didn't just die for you. They died for others. Other people who utilize that right. Ben, you just being selfish.
Sure, I'm 19 years old and I'm still not registered to vote, nor do I plan on ever voting. I just don't want to. You have to choose between angry old men and wussy young guys, and like I said, you just don't trust them. Never in my lifetime have I remembered one candidate that I was interested in. Plus, if I were to vote for a person that becomes president and they end up causing World War III, I would hate being one of the people held responsible for putting that person into office.
Well, Ben, there are also an equal chance that you vote for a person who brings world peace. Okay? This is why you have to choose the best candidate you think for the job. But you don't vote. So, yeah. Okay? But I'm not gonna criticize you for not voting. I am criticizing you for complaining about, oh, you didn't have to die for me to vote. But still, that's just me.
So bottom line, I'm never voting, and I get annoyed at people who follow politics and don't shut up. Finally, the last thing about politics that really gets on my nerves are the Republicans and the Democrats, or as I like to call them, the Repulsicans and the Democrats.
Same here, Ben. Same here.
Anyway, these two groups of morons are who I feel is running this country into the ground. It's hard to run a country smoothly when you got two different opinions on every single problem in the nation.
Well, Ben, because the reason it had two different opinions is because the reason we got more than one party is so we can have more than one views. For example, if we have only one party, then we have on one view, and that view or perspective is wrong, then we just get on the wrong path. But if we had two different perspectives, then we can come up which one the best one for the country. This is the benefit of our parties. And Ben, you need to know that.
Argue, and nothing gets frickin' done. Hello, numbskulls! Every country could be waiting to strike us with nuclear weapons that we introduced into the world in the first place, and all you guys can do is say, you guys suck. No, you guys suck.
Well, Ben, I agree that their arguing can prevent stuff from getting done, but still, as I said before, give us 2 points of view. And another thing, I believe our military has something to say for any country that ready to strike us with nukes. Anyway, continue on. This will be the last area to commentate, last area to talk about Ben on. Everything else, I pretty much agree with him almost 100%, so yeah.
75-year-old married couple. It's always a case of, we should do something, or should we do something? For crying in the night, shut up and do your dang jobs! It especially sucks when you have beliefs that belong to both parties, so you don't know who to like. Well, I hate both. Republicans are nothing but gun-loving, corrupted jerkholes who like to crap on everybody else's fun and act more depressed than Eeyore when he's not taking his antidepressants. And Democrats are baby-hating hippies who think they can solve our problems by spending our money on crap we don't need. I love the fact that we have two parties to balance each other out, but that really is more of a curse than it is a miracle.
Ben, while partially I agree with you, but I do not believe that our parties are a curse, more a curse than a blessing. They're a blessing. Ben, you know how many countries have like revolutions or wars? Like look at Libya and Egypt. They're rebelling against the government because they had only one person they only had one view that can pass out. If someone think otherwise, then and really not gonna show. Okay, it's a blessing, Ben. Okay, they may argue, but it's still a blessing. And while I agree mostly on what you think of the Republicans and Democrats, and yeah, so yeah, this is my commentary. So thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.